So there it is, folks. We just got word of March's Stadia Pro games, and we have a completely brand new first on Stadia game that we're going to take a look at that also includes a Stadia specific feature as well as 3 other titles. Also, on top of March's Pro games, 4 brand new games have launched today alongside today's announcement. With that, guys, subscribe to the channel as I strive to always keep you guys up to date as soon as the news happens, especially since only 50% of you still haven't subscribed. Hit that like and notification bell as well. So today's news has to be highlighted by the newest pro game coming this March, but more specifically, it's a brand new game in Pixel Junk Raiders. This game's described as a rogue-like action-adventure game that features procedurally generated landscapes, and the game's description also says that the planet Tantil is under attack by fiendish aliens bent on harvesting population's life force. Shake off that hypersleep / smash raid and rescue your way through hundreds of unique missions, all the while unraveling the mystery of the enigmatic keepers. Now, also, this game features state share, and from all accounts that I've been hearing, this game is going to finally feature the true state share that we've all been waiting for, where you're going to be sharing and saving a link, which is of course called state share, with your friends, and they'll be able to leave off where you left that playthrough at, if that makes any sense. I don't even think I said that correctly, but you guys get what I mean. I've explained state share a million times. This will be something I will be testing, and this game does show a lot of promise. Looks fun. It's going to be interesting to check it out. Reminds me a little bit of Risk of Rain 2, but we'll see how this is, as the game mechanics are still a bit of a mystery, but I am definitely looking forward to this one, and this one is set to come as one of the Stadia Pro games on March 1st. All right, the other new March Pro title that's on here that's new is Avicii Invector. This is a musical rhythm action experience. The game features 25 hits from the late superstar Avicii. You can also play solo or with up to 4 players. One cool aspect about this game is if you actually end up buying it instead of claiming it on Pro, a percentage of the sales go to the Tim Bergling Foundation that supports mental health. I'm a huge fan of the music, so this will definitely be given a go by me. The last 2 titles on this list are familiar ones. We have Reigns, the card game that has you making choices by swiping left or right, and then we have Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle, the Pac-Man Battle Royale experience. That does round up the 4 games for March, but I do want to say, for the record, I do not think that this is going to be it. We should also hopefully see the release of the Ark Reloaded survival game here pretty soon, and I imagine that if it does release, that would make this month a pretty strong month overall, as long as that game does come, and I'm definitely looking forward to Ark Survival Reloaded. I know there's a lot of us that are looking forward to it. All in all, not too bad seeing a first on Stadia game in Pixel Junk Raiders, and I think this is a game with a ton of potential, so we'll see how this all plays out here pretty soon. Alright, and next up on this video, we have 4 new games launching today, and we have pretty much talked extensively several times the past few weeks about all these games, so I'm not going to go deep into each, but of course we're going to start this with Welcome to Elk, and this is a story narrative driven game where each story in this game is actually based on real life stories, so that definitely makes it interesting. We also have A Place for the Unwilling, and this is another story narrative driven game. This game has no combat puzzles. It is fully story driven with 100 different branching story arcs. Game is truly one to check out, and both of these games are coming in at $14.99. Then we have Shantaes Risky Revenge coming in at $14.99. Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. This one's coming in a little pricey here at $29.99. Both of these are platforming titles. Half Genie Hero visually looks colorful and bright. It also has over 1,700 very positive user reviews, so the game is well liked by quite a few people. The last thing I do want to mention is we do have some games as well leaving Stadia Pro. Kine, Hello Neighbor, Secret Neighbor, Monster Jam, Steel Titans, and Outcasters will only be available to claim until the 28th, and then they will no longer be available for Stadia Pro, but you can still purchase these games. Interesting to me that Outcasters is leaving Stadia Pro, which to me has to signal that this game is about to be free to play here soon, and I think you can quote me on that as well. I will be shocked if we don't see it pretty soon. With that, I don't think that will be the end of Stadia news this week, as Hellpoint is also releasing on the 25th on another platform, and I fully expect to see that one on Stadia here soon. hopefully on the 25th as well. Overall, we actually have a lot of games coming for the month of March, and this upcoming month will be one of Stadia's biggest and strongest months for 2021, with releases of FIFA, Monster Jam Steel Titans 2, and there's a bunch of other titles that I'm very excited to talk about, so stay tuned for that. It should be a fun one, and we'll be diving into a lot of these games. Let me know your thoughts on today's Stadia Pro titles, the games released for Stadia. Are you guys excited at all? And what are your thoughts on Pixel Junk Raiders and State Share being featured as well? If you guys haven't already, subscribe, like, hit that notification bell. I'm Sunny, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.